It's not that we don't trust life. What we actually don't trust is ourselves, or more precisely, our ability to deal with whatever life will throw at us in future. And so we're not confident in our ability to handle the unknown, the uncertainty, which is like, that's part of life. And so we get closed off to life itself, which is like a resistance to the natural flow. And we miss out lots of opportunities that we don't experience because we don't engage enough with life in different ways, because we feel unsafe. And so we kind of retreat, we fall back. That's our protection mechanism, how we think we can take care of ourselves. That's a heavy burden, to be in this kind of resistance that's continuously happening in background, that we don't even necessarily are aware of it, but we keep living in resistance, which requires from us enormous amount of energy and effort. And the more we do that, the more we fall out of the harmony and alignment to what is, to universe, the more we become at dis-ease, or lack of ease, how Peter Crone likes to say. And the energy is not moving properly enough, and it gets stuck, and that starts to manifest as different types of distortions in our energy field. So how can we start opening up more to life and start gradually let go of this resistance that has been so familiar to us? Is by truly diving deep and investigating this subconscious limiting belief that we are not safe, that we have to retreat. We have to truly work with this thing because we identify with this. If we didn't identify with it, then we would not follow the exact same thinking and behavior that arises from this belief that I'm not safe. And so I need to basically fall back and kind of become invisible. But it's tragic because we become invisible not only to bad stuff but also good stuff, unfortunately. And we have created this self-isolation within our life, even though consciously or secretly we crave, we hope that people will come to us, we will develop good connection with them, we'll have good relationships, people will know us and see us for who we truly are. But it's unrealistic expectation, because if we are not showing up in world who we truly are, and we are escaping, we are retreating, then it's unfair to ask from others to see you. It's like you would rely on the external source to do things for you, to give you fulfillment. But you have to do the part on your own side as well. It's not just wait from the others. The recognition, like you have to participate, you have to like be a full participant.
And another way how often we show up to the world when we don't feel safe is we'll try to control everything in our environment as much as possible, all of the conditions, so that we would have this predictability, this certainty, and we think that that would give us the feeling of safety. Yeah, I know what to expect. It's so like draining and it's exhausting. It's impossible because after you like fix one thing, then a new thing will come into your like experience and reality that will like stress you out, and then you will think, I need to like change this new thing again so that I would again feel more safe, and the new things will like keep coming into your life. And if every time you like have to like decide, I need to think, change that, change that, change that, then it's like never ending like battle. It's like onslaught. It's extremely extremely exhausting. And so yeah, it's like these two ways how we can show up. It's like I will retreat, or I will like become kind of invisible and not show up who I truly am, or I will like try to control as much as possible my external environment because I don't trust that I can show up to this environment fully who I truly am. And so I have to like kinda be on guard mode, not to express myself and uncover my true core essence, and at the same time also control my external environment so that I would be safe. Like it's almost like in a double way, like on both fronts. And most likely, we need to work with the experience that has triggered this feeling that I don't feel safe in this world. I don't feel safe that I can be myself in this world. We need to work with this type of experience and trace it back as early as we can, and that usually happens in our childhood. So to start to work with the earliest moment that we can remember when we didn't feel safe as small children. Yeah. What we need to do is we need to revisit the event, the memory. Um, if it's difficult to do it on your own, then definitely find somebody who can hold space for you and just allow again to see it, to feel it, maybe to hear what was going on. Because first, like we need to be held, we need to be like nurtured and validated that it's okay, and to express everything, what's going on in that moment. After that is done enough, then we can start to focus on like viewing on the bigger picture what was actually happening in this moment, and potentially shifting the perspective, because our perspective as a small child is usually not like fully complete. It's valid from a small child view point of view, but if we compare it to like an adult who's like has more experience and wisdom acquired, then there is a difference in perspective.